Good evening and welcome to another episode of Shepherding with Shep, the show where we talk all things shepherding. Today is going to be rather different. I will not be talking about shepherding, but rather talking to a shepherd or a pastor. Welcome my favorite guest, Pastor Monty. Hello, Pastor Monty.
Hello, Shep. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. Now listen, last time we had Pastor Monty on the show, we debunked some Christmas myths by looking at the actual biblical accounts of the events surrounding the birth of Jesus Christ.
That's right.
And our audience loved it. So, Pastor Monty, we've asked you back because they have some questions.
Great.
One of my viewers has questions for you.
Did you say one of your viewers?
Well, yeah, he's probably the only viewer. Everything that was asked was one man. So anyway, let me share them with you first. Is that okay?
That's great.
Okay, from what I remember, let me read the teleprompter here. It says, "Dear Pastor Monty,
Okay.
I have a sheep that keeps wandering off. Should I just leave him out there? I was wondering what you think Jesus would do since you said he was the good shepherd. Sincerely, a very frustrated shepherd." What do you say, Pastor Monty? Leave the sheep?
Well, no. As a matter of fact, Jesus being the good shepherd means that he cares about every single sheep.
Wow, I remember that.
Remember the story we talked about?
I do.
He left the 99 to go
Yes.
find the one?
Yes.
Because every single sheep, every single person is very, very important to Jesus.
That is wonderful. Now listen, I have another one from the same viewer.
Okay.
Dear Pastor Monty, another question. Since you know so much about the Good Shepherd, he says, why do you think my sheep wander off? Do they not like me? Do they think I smell weird? Is it something I'm feeding them? Since signed, that frustrated shepherd again.
Well, you know what? Sheep wander off, I'm sure, probably for the same reasons that people wander off.
Oh, really?
They get distracted. They get busy. They see something greener or prettier or shinier.
Yes.
Or maybe they're just sad or have a bad day. But a lot of reasons that people kind of wander off and kind of be by themselves.
Oh, that makes sense, Pastor Monty. Okay, let me see. We have another one. Let me read.
Okay.
Wait. Did you hear that?
I did.
That is our hotline, which is very, very odd, because this is not a call-in show. Excuse me, how did you get this phone number?
Hello there, Pastor Monty. Long-time listener, first-time caller, and I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
I heard you talking about that lone little sheep, and what's so bad about that? I mean, can't he just be alone? I mean, I can just get alone in the woods with my dog and spend time with God, and it's good enough for me. Why isn't it good enough for those sheep? I'll hang up and listen.
Well, I'm not sure who you are or how you got this number, but Pastor Monty, that's a very good question. What do you say about that?
It is a good question, Shep. As a matter of fact, it goes back to how God made us.
Oh, wow.
God created us to be together, to be in community. He never created us to be alone or isolated.
Oh, wow.
As a matter of fact, it's important for us to be together, especially for Christians.
Really?
Because you can't fulfill much of anything in the New Testament if you're not together, because it talks about things we do together, one another, with one another, for one another, and serving others together. All those things require us to be together and work together. There's a need inside us as human beings that God created for us to be together, to gather together.
You know, Pastor Monty, all of your answers have one thing in common.
And really, Shep, what's that?
I don't think we were made to do life alone.
I think you're right. You know, kids, we're not made to do life alone. And even though sometimes we feel like we just want to be alone and by ourselves, and we don't take opportunities to be together and to do things together, God didn't make us that way. God created us as human beings to be together, to serve together, to worship Him together, and even to help others together. So next time you're feeling alone, remember, that's not how God created you. He created you to be around other people, with other people, and helping and serving other people. We'll see you next time, kids. Yes, Shep.
You do not get to close the show. This is my show. Did you forget?
I did forget.
Anyway, everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. We have learned so many good things. Thank you, Pastor Monty, for visiting. And next time, we will tackle how to find your sheep in the snow and know Flamethrowers are not the answer. Sheep burn. Ta-ta for now. Goodbye.
See you later, kids.